let's budget for July. Hi, and welcome back. I'm Kamika, and this is Well Balanced Wallet, where I help you create healthy money habits and live a life that you love on your current budget. Today, we are going to work on our July budget. So let's get to it. So I've already closed out our June budget. That one was pretty straightforward. I did have to move money around a little bit, but in most months I do have to move money around, and it's okay because our budgets are flexible. So for July, we have our buffer here of $3,500. So I'll just zero that out. And it brings it to the top to be budgeted. So let's just go down the line. Phone bill, this is pretty much the same every month. Last month we spent $77.02. The average spend is $79.81, so I'm gonna do the average. The internet was $91.33. Let's go with the average of $100.03. I just like to give myself a little bit of cushion just in case something comes up, or if there's any fees or taxes or anything that we need to pay that's not included. I have a little bit of wiggle room. Oh, and I didn't even notice the $11 that were already there. So let's take $11 out of here. Okay, so that puts it right at $168. And for electricity, oh, and that $11 went up to the to be budgeted, so we can use it somewhere else. So for the electricity, last month was $181. Average budgeted is $171. It's starting to get hot, so I think I'm gonna let's do $195 just to be safe. Okay. For gas, I usually try to keep 150 in here. And for water, we spent last month $55. So let's go with 60. And at the end of the month, I will zero that out and put it in our to be budgeted, like I just did for the internet. Car insurance is the same every month, so $97.36. Life insurance is the same every month, so $31.88. And I don't know if I mentioned this before, but my husband and I do both have life insurance through our jobs, but we also have outside policies just in case for some reason we don't have those jobs anymore. We want to make sure that we have life insurance. Okay, so student loans, we don't have to worry about those until October. Gym, I think I put $25 in here last month, but I moved it out when I wasn't using it for anything. So let's just put another $15 just in case. I don't think we're gonna go to any classes or anything that costs money, but I just like to have it there just in case. Apple Music, I still need to work on this category. So I know I mentioned in one of the past budget with me's that the Apple Music category is kind of like a catch-all for all of our subscriptions. So I need to figure out exactly what we're paying for and cut it down a little bit because I think we're paying for too many things. So last month was $36.94. So let's just put it at that. Debt snowball. This amount went down a little bit from last month, and in the upcoming debt snowball update, you'll see why. So we're not gonna put anything there right now, but we may come back to that at the end. So for the mortgage, it is $1,212, and then I pay an additional $75 for principal only, so that equals $1,287. And if you're curious about why this amount is so high, I have 3 months of the mortgage there just in case something happens and we're not able to work or something happens with our job. 2020 was crazy, so I just make sure that I have some money in place in case we need it to keep a roof over our heads. Home repairs and maintenance. I add money to this category every time we get paid, so I don't really add much to this when I'm doing the budget with me's. So we may come back to this at the end depending on if we have anything left, so we'll see. Groceries, I like to do $3.30. It looks like the average spent is $3.60, but that's not what I want to do. I want to keep it under $3.30 as much as possible, so I'll just leave it at $3.30. For restaurants, I like to do $1.50, and I have $18 here, but it is June 24th, so we have a couple days left in June, so I'll just leave that there. That's fine. And I'll do the $1.50. Kamika's spending $25, and then my husband's spending is $25. So we both haven't really been buying anything, but it's okay. The household goods, I did go out and buy like $85 worth of stuff for the house in June. So that's why it looks like that average budgeted and average spent is so much. So we're gonna do, let's just do 100 here. I don't think I have anything else left to buy, but I can move that money around if I need to. Okay, miscellaneous. I don't even want to talk about this category. It looks like we spent a lot for miscellaneous, but I think I added a bunch of categories into this last month, just instead of like writing it all out. So some of the $85 from the household goods was included in there, and then also I purchased a phone and a few more things because it's time to upgrade my phone, and I like to purchase them outright. I don't like to do the lease or pay monthly for our phones. So I purchased it outright and a few more things, but it's okay. We had the money to cover it. So that's the point of the budget, to make sure that you have the money to do the things that you want to do, that you need to do, that you're trying to do. So let's just do, it says average spent $491. I don't know about that. Let's do 150, and I might come back and change this and take some away. I don't know, we'll see. Entertainment, let's do 50. Spent last month was 44, so we'll do 50. Spur of the moment, I just put money here and use it spur of the moment. So let's do 100. Okay, for my challenge, I need $125 for July, so let's do that. Need to back that up. $125. Okay, and then I can put done here. And for the Christmas account, we already have $380 in there, so I'm not gonna mess with that. We do have a trip coming up in September, so I need to start saving for that. So the car maintenance and the medical categories look good. I like to keep $600 in each of those, so they look good. So my options here, I have $402 left. My options here are to add money to the new car account or category, add money to the trips category, or add money to the home maintenance category. And then the last option is to add money to the debt snowball category. So let's see what makes the most sense. It is June going on July, and the trip is coming up in September. So I think what I'm gonna do is put the whole $402 into the trips category. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. If I need to adjust anything, I'll probably start there. because we do have another month or so to save up money for the trip, but I don't want to have to save it all at one time. So I'm just gonna do that. $402.98 for trips. And now we are at 0 to be budgeted, and that's what we like to see. I think I am satisfied with what we have here. And like I said, throughout the month, if I need to come in and borrow money or move money from one category to another, I can. The budget is not set. Once you do it, you are able to move money around for different categories and different things. This is basically just a plan for your money. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do for July. So now I want to hear from you. Have you already done your July budget? Do you have any trips coming up? Let me know in the comments below. That's all for this video, so be sure to give it a like, subscribe, and click the link on your screen right now for more Well Balanced Wallet content. See you there.